Day 120 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, guys, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem. This time we're at day 120, y'all. But you guys already knew we would be here because we've been here for the past 120 days, and we are not stopping anytime soon. We have a lot more LeetCode to learn, a lot more LeetCode to do. So let's get into it, y'all. But before we get started, don't forget, bring a mouse, bring a mouse right over here and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. Then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. Then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we can run up this engagement and we could help get this content out to a broader audience so we can do our part in getting more people interested in the Swift programming language and do our part in helping to grow the Swift community as a whole, y'all. Now, I know why y'all here. Y'all here for the LeetCode problem that we're doing today. And today we have question number 2535, difference between element sum and digit sum of an array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know. If you've been on this channel before, you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible because we're all trying to learn here, and there's no point in writing code that nobody understands because then nobody will learn anything. So we're going to make the code easy and simple to understand so everybody can learn something today. So the question says, you are given a positive integer array nums. The element sum is the sum of all elements in nums. The digit sum is the sum of all the digits not necessarily distinct that appear in nums. Return the absolute difference between the element sum and digit sum of nums. Note that the absolute difference between two integers x and y is defined as absolute value of x minus y. So the absolute value is just these two lines. That line and that line represent the absolute value, and all that means is basically no negative integers. If you have a negative 15, the absolute value is 15. If you have a 15, a regular positive 15, the absolute value is 15. If you have a negative 16, the absolute value is still 16. And if you have a positive 16, the absolute value is 16. So however far away it is from 0, that's the absolute value, whether it's negative or positive. We just want to know how far away is it from 0. So let's see what example 1 says so we could get to this code. Example 1, we have the input nums equals an array of integers 1, 15, 6, and 3. The output is 9. So let's see how they got that output 9. So the element sum of the nums. So first we want the element sum. The element sum is the sum of all the elements in nums. So we do the element sum of nums is 1 plus 15 plus 16 plus 3. That's going to equal 25, right? So that's 25 is the element sum, right? Then let's just put it over here. Or we don't got to do that because it's already in the explanation, right? It's already right here. So the element sum is 25. So the digit sum is the nums. The digit sum of nums is 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, which equals 16. So the digit sum is 16. If you want to know how they got 16, so they did 1. So the digit sum, remember, is the sum of all of the digits not necessarily distinct that appear in nums. So the digit sum is 1. But we want the sum of all the digits, which means we're going to break this 15 up into 2 digits. That's where this 1 plus 5 comes from. So it goes 1 plus 1 plus 5. Then we do the plus 5 separate from that one, plus 6 plus 3. So just remember, this is it goes one more time. It goes 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, because we want to add together all of the digits. Not necessarily, even if these are 2 digits, even though it's one number, there's 2 different digits in there. There's a 1 and a 5, and we want to add up all of the digits. So that's where it goes. That's where this 1 plus 5 comes from. It goes 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, and that output is 16. then the absolute difference between the element sum and nums. Then we take this 25 and this 16 right here. 25 minus 16 gives us 9. And that's why the output is 9. So let's look at example 2. It's a kind of easy. Let's just go through it. So we have the input nums equals 1, an array of integers 1, 2, 3, and 4. This time the output is 0. So the element sum of nums is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which equals 10. Then the digit sum of nums is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which equals 10. The absolute difference between the element nums and digit sum is 10 minus 10, which equals 0. So in this example, all the elements have one digit, so it's going to equal 0 because it's the same. Whereas in this example, since this element has 2 digits, we could separate it and it'll give us 2 different outputs, or 2 when we add them together. Like when we add 1 plus 15 plus 6 plus 3, that's going to be different than if we add 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, right? So that's why this output is 9 and this output is 0, because all of these numbers are only one digit anyway. So now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the part you've all been waiting for. And today we're going to start off with a constant. We're going to declare a constant. We're going to say let sum equal nums dot reduce. Open up the parentheses. We're going to put 0, comma, then we're going to put the plus sign. And what this is going to do is it's going to add up all of the elements in nums, starting from 0. Then we're going to come down here. So that's going to get us our element sum. Then we're going to come down here. Actually, we could call this element sum, so you can see the difference. Now we're going to get the digit sum, right? So to get the digit sum, we're going to declare a variable, and we are going to call that digit sum. We're going to set that equal to 0. Excuse me. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say for num and nums, open up the brackets. We're going to say if num is less than 10, then what we're going to do is digit sum plus equals num, plus equals num. Because remember, if it's less than 10, it's only going to have one digit anyway, whereas if it's more than 10, it's going to have 2 digits, so we'll have to do those 1 plus 5. Where if it's 1 digit, the digit is the sum. You see what I'm saying? So then we're going to come down here and we are going to say else var, declare the variable called num. We're going to set that equal to num. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to say while num is greater than 10. So now we're dealing with numbers like 15, where we have to break it up into 1 plus 5, right? And this is how you break the digits up right here. This formula right here that I'm about to show you, this is the formula to break the digits up. We'll say let k equal num mod 10. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say digit sum plus equals k. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say num divided equal to 10. And then that's going to get us the sum of the digits that are greater than 10. Then we're just going to come down here and we are going to say return abs for absolute. We want the absolute value, sum minus, we changed that to element sum. So element sum minus digit sum. And that should be all she wrote, y'all. Let's see. Fingers crossed. You know how you never know these LeetCode. Ooh, wrong answer. So let's see what we did wrong. We did something wrong, y'all. Somewhere we went wrong. Let's see where we went wrong. So digit sum plus nums, right? Var num equals num. While num, this should be while num is greater than 0, y'all. Sorry about that. So let's run it again. Let's see. And it's accepted, y'all. So there it is. Let's submit it. Make sure it stays submitted. Make sure it doesn't change. Let's see, it still runs correctly. Let's see. And it's accepted, y'all. 31 milliseconds beats 68.57% of users with Swift, y'all. Not too bad, not too bad at all. We're going to get these numbers up, but don't worry. We're all trying to learn here, and I feel like this was a good solution, easy to understand solution. So get one more look at the code, y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. Peace.